What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. I'm bringing you post-Sweden, post-Naventic vlog. I think this is probably my fifth vlog now, I want to say. I figured I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I haven't actually talked to anyone in a while. I've been really just kind of in the, I don't know, just out there, kind of getting my own space since everything had happened. But I'm kind of coming back now to Earth, I guess you could say. So I figured I would make a new video for you guys, a new vlog. It's been a while, honestly, talk about Sweden, what I thought about it, my feelings towards where I'm headed, and, kind of where I'm going. So to fall back to Sweden. So I got to go to Sweden with Team Naventic. It was our second time competing on a world stage. Since our last trip to Korea, we had changed some things up. We learned, some things from our previous worlds, and, we wanted to apply them to this competition. My glasses are a little off-centered. I didn't realize that until right now, but whatever. Yeah, so we wanted to, we'd been practicing getting ready for Worlds, but we had also had some issues internally, which was kind of weakening our practice and was a concern of mine going into the tournament. It felt like the team started to not believe in each other. More so, honestly, me, but I think everyone was kind of like that. Everyone was on different pages. If you look back to Burbank, you can kind of see it. It's like everyone's doing different things in team fights. The team fights are disorganized. Shot calling is sporadic. It was just kind of all sort of bad. It was all really bad, and it didn't really get fixed when we scrimmed. Our scrims went well going into Sweden, but it was against NA, and it's so much harder when you get to Worlds. Worlds is just, the player quality is so much better, the team quality is so much better, the team synergy is so much better. They don't hesitate. They're not afraid, If you go to fight somebody, they will not back down. We went into the tournament, I think, without much scrim, because we had the Bud Light thing, which, that's out of our control, so there's no real flame there for that. But, because of that, we lost days of scrims, and then we got there, and then we didn't really, we got there the day before, so we could only scrim for a couple sessions, and even then, we got computers in the afternoon, so everyone was tired because we had to get there in the early morning for media, and then we didn't get computers till the mid-afternoon, and it's just kind of a mess. So going into the tournament, it was, I don't want to say we weren't confident, but it was going to be dicey, and obviously I was on Warrior. We'd been practicing that, and I'm not the best Warrior. I'm not a horrible Warrior player, but, I could always be better. It's a role that I've played for maybe a month now, and I was on a world stage playing it, it's like, can I do it? So our first game against MVP Black, I think the drafts are insane. People playing certain heroes were insane. It was almost like we thought we weren't going to win it going into it, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, that's something, that's something in itself. MVP Black is just so good, and I don't know if we were ready for them, and they were definitely ready for us. So that game 1 was rough. Game 2 was rough too, and we ended up losing that series. But we had that morale that, like, all right, we lost MVP Black. Let's just win our next 2 games, and then we won't have to play them until the final. So we ended up playing against the Taiwan team, who took out Gale Force. And they actually looked pretty good against E-Star, so we were like, are they good? And then we ended up playing really well. That was I got a carrying game in, went really well, and what else? I think I had a Murden game, something like that. Or task game. Yeah, it was a really good task game too. Those are two, and at this point it was like these are two heroes that I know how to play, and I played them well, so I felt really good. And then we went to game 3 against E-Star, and we were winning. We were really confident. I was hitting lots of stuns. Like me and Big were killing. We were getting picks. Like it was going really well. And then when we had the top boss, we chased the Uther, and we ended up giving him like a triple kill or something. We lost the lead that we had, and then we continued to kind of do that. I was at fault. Like we got a kill. I dove keep early game. Like yeah, I don't know. It was like we just wanted to do too much, and that's an innate tendency. It's like to do too much, to bite off more than you can chew. And it's good here. We can do it here. Like we don't get punished for doing that. But in these other regions, against these other regions, I guess I should say, like they do punish you for overextending. Even if it's a 4v5, they might hit a 3-minute mosh because you've committed so hard, and that happened. And we gave E-Star a team that they liked, which I don't necessarily agree with, but we literally gave them a comfort comp. It's exactly like giving me Kerrigan on Infernal Shrines. You're probably not going to lose with it, even if the other team outdrafts you. And my team would say that we outdrafted them that game, but I think at the end of the day, they had a team comp that they've played hundreds of times together, and yeah, so we ended up losing game 1, and then of course, with our trend, we like to, if we lose one, then we gonna definitely lose the next one. We like to 2-0 or 0-2. So the second game was a little wonky as well. It felt kind of it was out of my control, I want to say. Yeah, they just kind of ran over us. We couldn't get it back, and so yeah, so that was Sweden. It was a lot of fun. We got to hang out the next 2 days at the event. No hostility really. We had fun. I played a lot of Hero League. I like the EU Hero League. It's always interesting when we go to LAN. I like playing Hero League because most of the time the LAN center, wherever the LAN's at, is has really low ping compared to the server. So at that, I was playing on like 10 ping, and like at home, I'm playing on 90. So it's whenever I go to LANs, I like want to play because I can get practice the way I should be playing the game. But yeah, so we just played, we hung around, we watched. It was a really good time. I got to hang out with a lot of the other teams. Shout outs to Bakery and Snitch and Mine and Dignitas. They hung out with me. E-Star is really nice. X Team is really nice. Talked to MVP Black even. Mary Day's hilarious. He likes Fireball. It's too funny. It was like we went out to have drinks with Tempest after they had won, and Mary Day was there, and I had like offered him a shot of Fireball, and then all the Korean players were like Fireball, and then everyone's like oh, and they got so excited, and Mary Day thought the Fireball was actually going to be fire. He was like, he asked me if it was dangerous, and I was like, no, it's not dangerous. So that was a lot of fun. So I had a lot of fun after the event, even after we had lost. I was at Dreamhack, huge checklist to my life, right? Like I got to attend the biggest LAN, and so yeah, it was really fun. And then after that, I ended up missing my flight, and I stayed in an airport for 24 hours. That was an interesting little trip to my life. Another little bucket list. It turns out airports have designated areas for people to rest, and we ended up finding one that was really nice. But yeah, that was during the time period that we kind of made this. I made the split from Naventic, I guess, or whatever you want to say. They made the split for me. I think it's probably more so that, but yeah. So coming back home, I knew that I was going to have to look for a new team, and I'm not even worried about it, honestly. That's kind of where I'm at now. But once I got home, I just wanted to relax and rest, and there's a whole lot going on, and I think I have about a week and a half to figure out everything before the next qualifiers. But like I said, I'm not too worried. The community was a great support with the whole Reddit and Twitter, and And I had posted that Twitter post, and I got good feedback on that. So I have really no hard feelings anywhere right now, and I'm just more focused on myself and improving and being on the best team. So if my previous team wasn't that team, then my new team will be. And that's all that I can control and all that I have kind of a say on right now. So that's essentially what I'm working on. Obviously, I can't spoil anything. There are tons of teams out there. There's a lot of good players. There's a lot of good talent. There's a lot of good options. There's a lot that I can do right now. So it's kind of hard. It's a lot to take in, and that's kind of where I'm at. So I know you guys are all concerned. Am I going to keep playing? I will keep playing. I think I've gotten the support to continue to keep playing. You guys obviously want me to, and I will hopefully be playing Melee on the next team. So that's something exciting and maybe a little leak for you guys. I'm not going to be playing Warrior or Zagara. Maybe Falstad, maybe. But yeah, so I will be playing Melee. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting right now. I really want to get back into it. I want a team that's positive. I want a team that doesn't get down on each other. I want a team that has fun. It's super important for me. Heroes is not a humongous game, right? Obviously, you do need to win in order to be successful, but you don't have to fight each other in order to win. You should be able to have a positive vibe and learn together as a team. And that's kind of the atmosphere that I'm currently looking for within a team. Is I want a team that's going to win as a team and lose as a team. And they're not going to hang people out to dry. They're not going to say, if you had hit this ult, then we would have won. They're not going to say any of that. It's going to be, maybe you missed that ult, but maybe I should have hit that stun. And because I didn't hit that stun, I could have done something differently. That's the way I want to think, and that's the way I want all my teammates to think. If somebody on my team makes a mistake, then it's up to me to help them out. That's why teams exist. Teammates are there to pick up for your teammates' mistakes. So, and when you do that, and everybody's making little mistakes, then there should be success that follows. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I want to have fun. I want to play Heroes. I like the game. I love the game. I love the community. You guys are all great. Hopefully this video kind of clears some things up. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of negativity to be said right now. The only thing that you should really be walking out of this video knowing is I'm still hungry as hell. I still want to compete at the top level, and I look forward to still being considered one of the best assassins, melee assassins in NA, if not the best. So those are my 3 things that if you want to walk away from this video, just know that I'm going to keep playing, I'm going to keep grinding, I'll keep streaming, I'll hopefully keep throwing out these YouTube videos. I'm driven. I also have a puppy, which is really fun, but yeah, so I have a lot going on in my life. I'm having a really good time, and I enjoy you guys' support through all of it, through this journey with me. So I think that's probably it. If you guys have any other questions, obviously put them below in the comments. Throw a like on the video, subscribe to the YouTube. Maybe I'll post a Kerrigan video today too as well. But that's about it. So cheers to you guys again. Thank you for everything, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. So peace.